Hello and welcome to another weekly crafting vlog. So today is Friday morning. I am actually going up the city to go to a craft group. So it was a few months ago that I went there. So there's a shop in the city called LCB and they sell like different things from independent small businesses. So yeah, I'm going along there because they got a craft and natter this morning, 11 to 1. Yeah, they did actually message me to see if I was coming along because I did go to the first ever one, which was a couple of months ago now. So yeah, that'll be fun. But beforehand, I might grab a coffee somewhere, do a little bit of knitting beforehand. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, I'm going off there this morning. I still only have one whip on the go, so once again I'll be taking my painting honeycomb shawl. I really do need to change that this week and just cast something else on. I need to start my colour work project. I just need to do it. I'll start that next week because this weekend is Waltham Abbey wool show. So yeah, that's on the Sunday. Today's Friday, so I've got a couple of days yet. But my sister's come along with me. She did message me a few days ago to ask if she could like tag along. So yeah, that'll be nice. Have a little bit of company. So anyway, I think I'll get myself sorted to go up the city and I'll take you along with me. This is the issue with working with two balls. We can get in a tangle. Have to. Okay, so I'm back from the city. I had a really nice time at Craft and Natter at LCB's. So I just wanted to show you what I'm working on. So this is the progress. I have now completed all of this colour. So that is where I'm up to. So how many colours have I done? 1, 2. Okay, so I've now done 11 colours and yeah, ready to start the next sort of ridge, you know, with the grey colour. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. But I did buy some yarn for maybe my next project. Who knows, but it is for a jumper. So I don't know if that's something that I will be getting done, ready to wear, you know, this season, or if it's something that I'll put away, ready to knit nearer to the next winter, you know, like sort of November, December this year. So I'll show you the yarn anyway. So I was passing Norfolk yarn and I know that they sell Malabrigo. So I wanted to go in, have a little look. And I did find a sweater's quantity of Malabrigo. So I'll show you now. So I've got 5 skeins of Malabrigo Rios. So Malabrigo Rios is a worsted weight. So the actual project that I want to make is Aran weight. So it's very similar. I'm not sure if worsted is slightly thinner than Aran, but it's very similar. So yeah, Malabrigo Rios. This is in the colourway Wales Road. So if you can see, you've got lovely blues, purples. Yeah, I love this colour so much. And I will probably be helical knitting with this, because I believe with Malabrigo, it's like dyed in small batches, so they don't actually give it a batch code, from what I remember anyway. Yeah, they don't give out batch codes because, well, they don't. So yeah, with this you get approximately 210 yards or 192 meters per 100 grams. So yeah, it's 100% superwash merino wool. So yeah, look at them colours again. So yeah, I'm gonna have a jumper in this. I love these colours. But yeah, I got 5 skeins because, well, so when I worked out how many meters the jumper takes, I needed just over 4 of these. So because there's 5, I was like, well, I'll buy them all. Just so I've got enough. And because the jumper that I want to make looks slightly cropped in some of the pictures, I want just a little bit extra yarn so I can make the length longer. I'm not one to wear like a crop jumper or anything like that. So yeah, I'd much rather have a little bit more so I can do a little bit more on the length. But yeah, I love this colour. It has actually got like some, well, blacks. Yeah, some really dark colours in there. So yeah, you got the blacks, the blues, and then some purpley colours running through there too. So yeah, this one, some purples. Love that. So yeah, anyway, I will probably put them aside for next winter, because it did take me, I want to say 3 months to knit my last jumper, well, my only jumper that I've made, but I do need to do a jumper for my husband as well. So yeah, I've already got a jumper, so I might start my husband's ready for next winter, and then I can start another jumper for me later on. I don't know, I'll just cast it on when I fancy it really, but I have the yarn for it. And I always looked at this pattern, so the pattern that I've got in mind is the Felix pullover, because I really like, on the raglan increases, it has some eyelet details, so that's why I really like that one. And it's nice, oversized, and I quite like that look on a jumper. So anyway, that is the pattern that I have in mind for my yarn. But I did look through Ravelry the other day actually, and I was looking at t-shirts. Now, I don't know if it's a little bit ambitious of me. I have saved some with like lace detail, like on the yoke. So yeah, I'll have a look at the pattern. I'll buy the pattern because, you know, it's something that I want to make in future. Yeah, we'll see. But I have lots of skeins of yarn, like 2 skeins, to go together for like t-shirts, knitted t-shirts that is. So yeah, we'll see. But thought I'd show you my purchase from today. Now I've got to find somewhere to put it. But yeah, I really love these colours, and I really love Malabrigo as like a little bit of a cheaper alternative to hand-dyed yarn. Although it was still like £14.95 per skein, which is still cheaper than hand-dyed yarn, isn't it? But yeah, instead of like £100 for a jumper, that's like 70 quid. So anyway, I do have to go to the school run soon to pick up my little boy. But yeah, after that, I will I don't know, I'll do some crafting of some sort, but I don't know if I should just start that colourwork project. I think I might actually. I have really been enjoying my Stephen West shawl, but I think it's time to bite the bullet and just get it cast on. So anyway, I will catch you a bit later once I've decided what I'm going to start. Okay, so it's the next day. Today's Saturday. I've had quite a lazy morning, I'm not going to lie, but now I'm sitting down to do some knitting. I have actually been going through Ravelry because I'm going to Waltham Abbey wool show tomorrow. So I want to make a list of things that I potentially want to make that I haven't got yarn for. So I've got a few jumpers on my list. So I'll go through them. I am not going to buy yarn for all of them, but it's just to give me an idea of what's on my list and what I haven't got yarn for. So the first one is Helvellyn. That's a jumper by Along avec Anna. So I'll move over to the side and I'll put pictures in here. So yeah, this one's a 4-ply jumper. So I'll need 3 skeins of 4-ply plus a 20-gram mini for like the little colourwork details on there. Another one is the Rosa jumper. That's another one by Along avec Anna. I quite like this one because it's a V-neck and then it's got some details along the raglan increases. That's in DK as well. Well, actually, it's 2 yarns held together, which is a 4-ply and a lace. However, I could probably substitute that for a DK, maybe. So that's another option. Another option is another jumper by Along avec Anna. That's called the Tress Cow jumper. So I did actually buy yarn for this at the East Anglia Yarn Festival last year. However, it is like 2 yarns held together. So it is a 4-ply and a mohair. Now, I've never tried mohair, so I do have the yarn for that jumper. However, I need to find out if I'm allergic to mohair or not before I put the commitment in to make a whole jumper out of it. So anyway, that's another one on my list because it's a really nice jumper. I've already got the pattern for all of these that I'm mentioning. So yeah, I just need the yarn really. And then the next one is a little bit different. So a little bit of a, I don't know, not going out of my comfort zone because it looks like certain stitches that I've done before in like other projects. But it's called the Calx Sweater by K&IT. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a DK weight jumper. And in my size, it would require 6 skeins of yarn. So a little bit of an investment, that one. So that is on my list. However, if I don't buy yarn at the yarn festival, you know, like hand-dyed yarn, I might potentially go onto the Wool Warehouse website and get Yarnsmith's Merino to do it in, because it's a lot more, it's a lot cheaper. It's like a commercial merino, and I have done like a feel test of them both, like a hand-dyed yarn and the Yarnsmith's Merino, and it feels exactly the same. The only difference is that the Yarnsmith's is just one solid colour, so you know, you don't get that sort of interest in variegation or anything like that. But if I did want it all in one colour, because the details like along the yoke, it might get lost if I use like a variegated yarn. Yeah, I don't know, but that's what I've got on my list so far. I have actually, when I've gone through Ravelry, I have put a few more projects on there, which is like more sort of spring summer related, so along the lines of like t-shirts and that sort of thing. I have seen one t-shirt that looks really nice. However, I do have several like 2 skeins of yarn in the same colour that I could use. So yeah, I won't be buying any yarn for projects like t-shirts because I've got several t-shirt quantities that I could use. But yeah, I think it's more of along the lines of like jumper quantities, you know, sweater quantities. Although often at yarn shows, they don't have sweater quantities of yarn. Yeah, because otherwise they'd have to dye up loads of yarns. I think they tend to just bring like 3 skeins of the same sort of colour and weight. Some might bring more, who knows, but yeah, I'm going to probably look for sweater quantities, I think, even though I only brought a sweater's quantity yesterday. But that's in Aran weight yarn, or worsted weight yarn rather. So I'm looking for specifically DK yarn. Although looking at my list, the Helvellyn jumper by Along with Anna, it's in 4-ply, and I have actually got quite a few 3 skeins of 4-ply in the same colour for long sleeve jumpers. So I might actually take that off my list because I've potentially got yarn for it. I think I do actually. I bought 3 skeins of a really nice deep blue from the Little Grey Girl last year, and I bought a pack of minis to go with it. So yeah, sorry, I'm looking down there because my list is there, but I think I've got the yarn for it actually. Yeah, but the rest are just DK weight jumpers, so I haven't got a sweater quantity for that for myself. I will continue looking on Ravelry because it's always nice to have, like, you know, a bit of a list of different projects to make, that sort of thing. But a lot of projects on my Ravelry list I do potentially have yarn for, especially if it's like a shawl. You know, I've got a lot of 2 skeins that go together for shawls. But yeah, we'll see. It's always nice to have options and a little bit of a list to keep myself accountable. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I woke up with a little bit of a headache, so yeah, I've just had a bit of a lazy morning, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm now sitting down watching something on Netflix with a chai latte and just getting a bit more knitting done. So I will show you the progress. So I'm halfway on a row, so I'll just hold my needles here. So yeah, I've done that much so far. I've just finished this orange and I'm starting the next orange. It's a little bit lighter, this one. So yeah, I have not cast anything else on. I've literally just monogamously been knitting on this, which I have been enjoying, as I said in last week's video. But yeah, I'll continue working on this. It's my project. I don't need to start anything else, do I? If I like working on this, you know, I'll continue working on it. It's only when, you know, I want a little bit something extra that I'll cast something else on, I think. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to continue working on this. Nothing wrong with that, is there? You got your new markers?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Do.
What are you drawing? Oh, look at that. That's lovely, heart. Oh, I love that. Oh, well done. They're your new markers that I got you. Look at all them colours.
Yeah.
Lovely.
They're lovely colours. I'm colouring it in.
That's amazing. Well done.
I've learned how to draw hearts.
That's so clever.
Make sure we put them in the exact same spot where we put them. Okay?
Okay, darling. You don't need to. There's no order. Just as long as you can see the colours. What colour's that one? Is it pink?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Are you going to draw another heart?
Yeah, but pink.
Lovely. I like pink. Do you know what my other favourite colours are?
No.
Do you want to guess?
Pink, red.
No. I've got 3 favourite colours. Pink's one of them.
Pink. Blue.
Yeah.
Red.
No.
Green.
No, definitely not. Begins with P.
Pink.
No, you guessed pink.
Purple.
Yeah. Yeah, pink, purple and blue are my favourite colours. So what's this, Ben? What have you drawn? Show Mummy.
3 love hearts. This is my mum, this is me.
Can you hold it up? Oh, look at them. Who's you? Which one's you, darling?
Purple, blue. Purple is me. Blue is mum.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay, so it's the next day. Today is Sunday and I'm off to Waltham Abbey wool show. I will record a few clips for the weekly crafting vlog, but I am going to do a whole vlog on its own. So yeah, it will be out by the time this video's out. So yeah, go check that out if that's something you're interested in. So anyway, I'm just waiting for my sister and then we're going to go because my sister Emma is coming with me. So yeah, see you in a bit. We've arrived! Okay, so we're finished up at Waltham Abbey wool show. That was Emma's first wool show. Yeah. What did you think?
It was good. Very busy.
Yeah.
But good for the vendors.
We're now off home, so I'll catch you a bit later. Okay, so it's the next day. Obviously I went to Waltham Abbey wool show yesterday, so I have just finished recording like my haul, my outro. It's now live on YouTube, so it was obviously by the time this video comes out it would have been, you know, a couple of days or whatever. But I just wanted to say how I am nearly at 2,000 subscribers. Now I was thinking of, because it's obviously a milestone, I was thinking of doing a giveaway. So yeah, I'll obviously talk more at the end of the video about it, but yeah, I think there'll be something nice to give back to you viewers who subscribe to me. But yeah, anyway, I will show you the progress of my Stephen West shawl, because as I keep saying, that is the only thing I'm working on. I have finished another colour, so it's this sort of lighter orange, well yeah, orangey colour. So if I hold it up like this, ta-da! So I admit, I've been hyper focusing on this because I've been enjoying it so much. I think it's because, like, I'm working in different colours, aren't I? So each time I finish another colour, I just want to get the next one on. Do you know what I mean? So I have done a plan of how I'm going to use the rest of the colours, because the last two I have been weighing, because I didn't know if I could get 2 rows out of one colour. Now I had 3 grams left of each of these colours, which isn't quite enough. So obviously they're 10 gram minis, so really I need 5 grams left to then complete a whole other section or row, well not row but section, or honeycomb rather. So I have planned to then start doing 2 sections in like one colour. So from here I'm going to have like 2 colours, well 2 of the same colour, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And because Stephen and Penelope are actually at East Anglia Yarn Festival, I'm really tempted to try and challenge myself to get this finished by then, because won't that be lovely to show Stephen West, if he's there, the finished shawl. And I think Chroma Nima are there. I'm not sure, I'll have to check. But if they are there, I can show them the shawl in their colours, because as I've said before, I actually won the yarn, like the coloured yarn, in the raffle for the big stitch night last year for the East Anglia Yarn Festival. So yeah, anyway, that's the progress so far. I am going to be knitting on this a little bit more. I'm not drawn to casting anything else on just yet, because I really like working on it. And because I'm monogamously knitting on this, I can see progress being made, which is great. I'm going to hone in on this hyperfocus as long as I can, because as soon as that's gone, I might be on another project and forget about it again. So anyway, I'm going to watch a bit of YouTube. I'm currently watching this Knitty Life's podcast. Yeah, I just want to give a bit of a shout out to some podcasters really, because I have really been enjoying some podcasts recently, and like getting inspiration from them as well, because let's face it, that's why we do these podcasts, isn't it? I mean, that's why I do them. I love to give inspiration to others, and I love watching them to get inspiration. So obviously I'm watching This Knitty Life. I love her colour choices. They're just so vibrant, although like it's not colours that I would wear. I wear sort of like darker clothes really, don't I? But I do like the colours for inspiration to like knit accessories with, like shawls, cowls, hats, you know, that sort of thing. Another podcaster I watch is Emma from Yarn and Glitter. I did message her the other day before I went to the wool show, but I didn't read the message until afterwards. But she made a jumper in Knotted by Nish's colour. It was like a chunky weight jumper and it looked gorgeous. So it really inspired me to make one of my own. In probably the same colour. I think it was autumn berries that she chose and it looked lovely. And because it's chunky, it works up quite quickly and we all like a quick win, don't we? So I'm not the fastest knitter, although some people have said that, you know, I do like get things done quite quickly. I mean, I've got nothing to compare with really. And I've recently watched Norfolk Girls Knitting. So that's Shannon from Blue Fern Yarns and her mum, Amanda. Yeah, I really enjoyed that because, again, I was inspired by what they made, especially Shannon's Whitmore. Now, I did see that at Craft Group and that did inspire me to make one of my own eventually. Obviously, I've got loads of patterns in mind to make, and I mean, currently I'm just working on one project, but you know, it's going to come to a point where I just want to cast them all on. But obviously it's a jumper. I'm running out of months to make the jumper to then be able to wear it. So any jumpers that I have in mind will probably be towards the end of the year now. Because let's face it, my first jumper took me about 3 months. Well, that was sort of, you know, working with other projects as well. So yeah, I'll probably focus more on jumpers towards the end of the year or towards the end of the summer. So then I've got time to make them to then wear them. So anyway, enough chatting. I'm going to do a little bit of knitting and watch a bit more of this Knitty Lives podcast. Okay, so it's the next day. I have been working on my Stephen West shawl. So I finished yet another colour and I'm now gonna add this one. So yeah, this is like a bit of a lighter orange that can focus. Yeah, a bit of a lighter orange. So yeah, I'm gonna add that one. I have thought about my next cast on actually. When I was at the Waltham Abbey wool show the other day, I saw someone wearing a ranunculus. Now, it wasn't your like massive baggy oversized ranunculus. It was quite a fitted one, and she'd done her sleeves to just sort of past the elbow. Now, I really liked the look of that, and it was nice and fairly fitted. It wasn't like oversized as it's designed to be, but yeah, I really liked that because it was the yoke, it was the detail in the yoke, you know, the textured stitches, the lace work. So yeah, I'm no longer like a beginner knitter now because I have been knitting for a whole year. So I want to class myself as an advanced beginner. So if I'm going to be calling myself that, I need to branch out to, you know, try different patterns really. And I think this one is a good one. It did confuse me a little bit when it said that it can be done in any weight of yarn on 6mm needles. And I just thought to myself, well, how does that work? But yeah, I've spoken to some of my friends on a WhatsApp group that we share. And yeah, some of them have knit it, so I've been able to sort of go back and forth to just think about what I want to make. So I've got a lot of 4-ply yarn that I have no plans for. Some of them are 2 skeins together, so I was thinking of taking them out my stash to make a ranunculus with. I don't know if I need to gauge swatch. It's probably recommended, isn't it? But yeah, we'll see. But that is probably going to be my next cast on because I want a nice sort of like fairly flowy, not too oversized top for the summer. So yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take me. Some people can knit these up quite quick because it is done on a 6mm needle. However, I've not done sort of like on the yoke detail on the ranunculus, I haven't sort of branched out with them sort of stitches before, so that part might take me a while, who knows. I am also working on this shawl that I do want to try and challenge myself to get it done by East Anglia Yarn Festival, but we'll see. If it's not done by then, that's fine. Yeah, knitting is supposed to be a slow craft, isn't it? It's not to be rushed, as I have said before. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to be working on this some more, and maybe later I might cake up some yarn for that. Now, you're probably thinking, Sam, you haven't started your colourwork project. Now, I have just been watching some YouTube videos actually on like how to do colourwork, how to catch your floats, but I'm not drawn to starting that. I'm not drawn to start that project yet. So I know it's all caked up, all the yarn and everything, but yeah, I'm not feeling it at the moment. So I will do it later on in the year. It is all ready to go. But yeah, I'm just not feeling it at the moment, so which is fine. I know I was going to start it with one of the knit groups I go to because some of the other ladies are also doing it. So yeah, that will be on the back burner, I think, because I really want to get this done, and I want to get a top done for the summer. So yeah, I might do, well, let me know in the comments down below, do you want to see like a spring summer knitting plans video? Because I am starting to, like, in my head, plan out what I want to like cast on for the summer or spring summer. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to be working on this a little bit more. got something for you when I went to the wool show. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. That's the one I've got at school.
You've got one at school?
Yeah, a blue one, but different without the gaps. Mum got me this today that I'm playing with right now.
I got it when I went to the wool festival.
No, I'll tell you the actual thing. Yellow door yarn. That's where Mum got it from.
I did.
And look, I can karate chop it there.
Oh wow.
Look. Fiddle, fiddle.
Are you comfortable there? Okay, so I managed to save my shawl from the cat. I just wanted to show you the progress. So I have started this honeycomb with the same colour here. However, I've only got about that much left. So I don't think it's actually going to make a whole honeycomb. But anyway, I'm off to craft group now. So I'll take this with me and see how much progress I can get done. Okay, so a few days have passed since I picked up the camera, but I wanted to show you the progress of my Stephen West shawl. So I have been making progress on this in the background. I've just worked a few night shifts, so I have picked up here and there to get like a couple of rows in here and there. So yeah, I can't remember where I was last time, to be honest, but I'll show you where I'm up to. So I'll just show you here. So these are all the colours. So as you can see, I've passed the reds, past the oranges, and I'm now sort of into the yellowy colours. And then this colour here that I've cast on, it's like a yellowy green. So yeah, I think I made a bit more progress there. So I'll show you this end because, well, this is the side where it decreases. So it's really hard to show because it's folding up on itself. But yeah, the decreases sort of go like this. Love these colours. Obviously not so much these colours, but I do love these colours down here. So the very last colours I do pick up are sort of like teal colours. If I show you the very last one, which is this, that's going to be nice. So yeah, it's basically a rainbow fade, and we're getting there, aren't we? But anyway, yeah, this is the only whip I've worked on this week. I have not cast anything else on. So yeah, it's just been another Stephen West week, hasn't it? Or painting honeycombs week. So yeah, hopefully next week I will cast something else on. As I said earlier in the vlog, I do want to cast on, what is it, the ranunculus. So yeah, I just need to get the pattern for that, have a look through and then cast it on maybe. But that will likely be in next week's weekly crafting vlog because I'm about to sign off here. So anyway, as I said earlier, I did get to 2,000 subscribers. So thank you so much to everyone who's made that happen. Obviously, subscribers, although they do matter, it's the views that count, doesn't it? So as a thank you to you guys for subscribing to my channel, I am going to do a giveaway. So I'm just going to pick out a skein of yarn. I know exactly which one I'm going to pick. But yeah, hang on, I'll do that now. Okay, so I've just pulled out the skein of yarn that I'm going to gift. And that is a skein of 4-ply by Market Town Yarns. There we go. So I was gifted this yarn last year as a thank you for vlogging Yarnworks yarn shop. So yeah, this skein of yarn is in 4-ply. It's on their squishy sock base. So it's 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon. So just a little bit softer than sock yarn, but it's still got that little bit of nylon in there if you want to make socks. So yeah, this is what I'll be gifting. So to be in a chance of winning this skein of yarn, all you have to do is comment down below starting with a yarn ball emoji, obviously, and let me know what you're working on and what your next cast on is going to be, and what yarn are you going to use. So yeah, only comment down below if you want this skein of yarn. Obviously if you don't, then you know, just put a normal comment. But anyway, that is as a thank you to get into 2,000 subscribers. So what I will do is I will announce the winner in next week's weekly crafting vlog. So yeah, you've got a whole week to, you know, get your comments in. So anyway, I'll probably sign off the video here because it is nearly the weekend. So it's the Traitors final tonight. Who is going to be watching? I certainly will be. But yeah, it's the final. Who is going to win? I really want Rachel to win. Yeah, she's played a really good game. But anyway, that was a little bit of a side tangent. So this video will come out before the Traitors final. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching it. So anyway, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.